Hello, this is part 3 of single cell culture. The third technique is the micro chamber technique. Now, as the name suggests, the chamber technique involves creation of a micro chamber on a glass slide. Now, a drop of liquid nutrient medium containing single cell is first isolated aseptically from the stock suspension culture with the help of long pasture pipette. Now, with the help of long pasture pipette, we suck out the suspension culture from its stock solution. When we put a single drop from that particular pasture pipette, that single drop contains a single cell. This single drop is aseptically placed on a sterile, what we say, microscopic slide, which is 25 by 75 mm. Now, when we place that particular drop, it has a single cell. Now, next step is to put two drops of paraffin, one on the either side of that particular drop. Now we have to place 3 drops. If we numbers the drop 1, 2, 3, then drop 1 is paraffin oil, drop 2 is what we say our single cell culture drop, and drop 3 is again a paraffin oil. So the drop that contain a single cell is in the middle. Now what we do, the 2 drops of paraffin oil is covered with the help of cover slip. Okay, the drop of paraffin oil is placed on the either side of culture drop and covered with a cover slip, or we call it as a razor. Now we place a third glass on the culture drop in a way that the edges of that particular cover slip is on the razors, that is the cover slip of neighboring 2 particular oil drops. So this will create a micro chamber. This will create a micro chamber, and it is beneficial in such a way that the oil prevents the exit of moisture, and also it permits the entry of gaseous exchange. In this way, we form a micro chamber, and this micro chamber is incubated under 16-hour white cool illumination at 25 degrees Celsius. Now the cell colony starts dividing and it forms a single cell clone. When the cell colony becomes sufficiently large, the cover glass is removed, and under aseptic condition it is transferred to solid or semi-solid medium. Okay, see, now the benefit is that on daily basis under aseptic condition we can observe under microscope the development of cell using this microchamber technique. Now here is a diagram. We have a 2 paraffin oil drops. We place a cover glass. We call them at a razor. Then there is a rectangle of paraffin oil, inside which we place a drop of suspension culture which has a single cell, and then we place a third cover slip. So this will form a micro chamber. Now if we look at the diagram of micro chamber, it will be like this. Okay, top view and side view. Now when the cells start dividing, after few days it is transferred to the solid or semi-solid media for the further development. Now there is a fourth technique which is called as a Nernst-Gallus technique. So this technique is actually modification of Petri dish plating technique and paper raft nurse culture techniques. In this method, single cells are plated on culture medium in a Petri dish. As described earlier, 2 or 3 callus masses are derived from the same plant tissue and are so embedded directly along with the single cells in the same medium. Means what happens in Petri plate technique, we just like Petri dish techniques, we culture the cells inside a Petri dish, and then we place callus inside that particular Petri plate of the same plant. So now, as described in the diagram, the callus tissue is placed inside that particular dish. Here the paper barrier is not present between single cells and nourished callus tissue. Cell first begin to divide in the region near the nourished callus, as the callus also provides nutrients as well as factors which are responsible for the cell division, and those cells which are present very much near the callus are first start dividing, and then other cells starts dividing. Now, single cells which are closer to nourished callus in solid medium gets the essential growth hormone very first. Then these start developing colonies, they start growing, and when they start growing, they supply these nutrients to the neighboring colonies. In this way, the chain reaction is initiated, and this nourished callus technique is formed. Now, the last technique is a micro droplet technique. In this method, single cells are cultured in special cuprac dishes which have two chambers, a small outer chamber and a large inner chamber. The large chamber carries numerous numbered wells, each with capacity of 0.25 to 25 microliter of nutrient media. Now, in this method, there is a cuprac dishes which has two chambers, a small outer and large inner chamber. The large chamber has numerous numbered wells, just like a 96 well plate, which has capacity of 0.25 to 25 microliter of nutrient media. Each well of the inner chamber is filled with micro droplets of liquid media containing isolated single cells. So it has a micro droplet inner chamber which has isolated single cells, and outer chamber is filled with the sterile distilled water and to maintain the humidity. After covering the dish with a lid, the dish is sealed with paraffin and it is incubated under 16-hour cool light at 25 degrees Celsius. The cell colony derived from the single cell is transferred on the fresh medium and it is further incubated. So in this way, this is a microchamber cuprac dish where we can see that the in wells we add a micro droplet containing single cell, and then inside chamber we add a sterile water, so which maintains a humidity. There is no need of addition of any other. We close this dish and we incubate it. Okay, in this way the micro droplet forms the development of callus, and when it grows we transfer it in another medium for the further development. So in this way we have covered the 5 different techniques for what we say the single cell culture. So there might be the question, okay, so we have to write this 5 techniques along with the diagram: the paper wrap nurse technique, the petri dish plating technique, the micro chamber technique, the nourished callus techniques, and the micro droplet technique. Okay, thank you very much.